Hey gang, welcome to the Craft Beer channel.
Now you may remember a couple of months ago we did a very excitable video about matching beer and crisps.
I think it might be the most genius thing we've ever come up with, Jonny.
It's definitely up there. Anyway, at the end of that video in which we discovered Orval and Pickled Monster Munch, you can see it down there, we said, kind of half-jokingly, if anybody wants us to match some crisps and beer for them, send us those crisps.
Yeah.
Now,
we weren't after Walkers, we wanted the most exotic,
yeah,
weirdest crisps from around the world.
And after about 3 months of dust balls rolling past us, this turned up.
That guy.
From Japan, with no note. So, a little bit of research led us to believe that it's wasabi flavour and probably poisonous. So we've come to a public place just in case it all goes wrong.
Yes. So we feel like we might have been stitched up by one of you anonymous people out there.
Possibly. And if we haven't, then let us know who you are so that we feel like we can trust you. But we're now going to try these crisps and find a beer. So we've got no idea what's actually going to go with this. We'll get the aroma on the wasabi crisp.
I can smell it from here already.
It actually smells a little bit like roast beef. And
it's beefy, it's sweet as well, isn't it?
Some of the translations did say wasabi beef.
And it has got a cow on the front of it now we look at it.
I think that was the company brand though.
Oh, okay.
Right, so we don't know what's going to happen. Should we try one?
Yes.
Recover?
Yes.
And then go to the bar to find...
Always.
Yeah, okay. We'll do it at the same time.
Okay, I'm going to go for the biggest crisp I can find.
After all we've been through, we should die together. Wasabi cheers.
Wasabi cheers. Do you know what? They've got a heat, but they're pretty good.
It's pretty nice. We haven't been stitched up. That's like...
They're great.
Soy marinated beef with wasabi.
Banging.
That's going to be easier than we thought. Brad, to the bar.
To the bar.
Duke's Head, which has a really, really nice range of keg and cask, and
cider.
Cider. We brought a cider in. How does that make you feel?
I just wanted to throw it in the mix because I feel like the heat of that with the sugariness of cider, and the kind of the cutting sharpness might just cut through it.
Let's give it a go.
I think it could work.
After you.
Okay.
It was your idea.
All right.
It actually works really well. Like the farmyard and the spice. It's quite heady and hedonistic. It's quite enveloping. It's quite erotic.
What have we got next, Jonny?
So next we have a Cotswold lager. It's quite a light, quite a sweet lager.
Yes.
So I'm thinking that's going to work. We're pairing like for like at the moment. We're going to get a bit contrasty later. I'm beginning to feel the burn of these wasabi crisps, Brad.
It's welling up within me like a fire that I've never felt before.
That one feels a bit disparate to me. They're a little bit separate. Yeah, definitely.
Do you want one telling you?
I'm just sort of fighting the fire now. I don't know. I just like that was cool and wet. That's my analysis.
It's like slow poison. It's like a Komodo dragon when it bites you and then waits for days for you to
It's a
die.
festering wound with a wasabi powder accumulating in our nostrils and our lungs.
Do you ever sweat underneath your eyes when you? I know you do.
I thought I was coping pretty well with those crisps, but one of those had a lot of the stuff on it right there.
It's like we've tested the doorknob of the fire and gone, that's not so bad, and then opened the door and you got back off.
It's backed up. That's the classic 90s movie. Okay, so we're 2 beers in, Jonny.
Yeah.
The fire is growing.
It's starting to burn. I think I've got. Can you see my sweat patches?
Oh, look at that little sweat patch.
Yeah.
That's quite sweet right there.
Quite sweet.
They'll get a select audience for that. Tuning in. Quick, get out again.
You like sweaty Betties?
I know.
What have we got next?
Why do I just eat some?
You say all
Because
gone.
you're a lunatic.
Right.
I'm going for it as well.
So next is Hammerton Steam Lager. So Steam Lager has an estery sweetness to it because it's a lager brewed at ale temperatures.
Yes.
It's like a really ale-y lager, but still a little bit crisp at the end. It tastes great. It's got a little bit of that brings out the bakedness of the crisp. Why am I putting that much in my mouth?
Way hot one there.
You finish that. I'll talk about the next beer, which is Hawk's Head's Dark Bitter. Smells great.
Sure, that's a
really
crazy
fruity.
idea. Is that gonna work?
What?
Just a dark bitter with
I
that.
think a bit of roastiness.
Okay.
It's beef apparently, right?
Well, that's
Roasted
true.
beef.
That is true. Okay, I'm interested now. You piqued my interest. I'm going for it again. That's bringing out the beef, isn't it?
It does.
How's that working?
It brings out the beef, and also everything else brings out the wasabi. Like whatever you do, it brings out the wasabi.
I feel like I've got a sort of a barbecue inside me now.
Yeah, I'm feeling that heat as well.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but that's actually a great match.
Yeah, I mean, I'd put that with a steak, and that'd be amazing because it's got that kind of umami kind of sweetness. So, which has been your favourite match?
I'm going to be really controversial for the crop bitter, but I think maybe the cider. I think that's a genius match.
The cider was great, and you could probably, if you did a Brett beer, that would probably have a similar effect. Like that farmyard and that spice worked really well.
Get the same funk.
Yeah.
You need a little bit of funky town when you're digging on those. I love that you guys sent us some crisps,
Yes.
and I'm always up for any kind of snacks. Bar snacks are the best. More crisps, please, guys.
More crisp, less
More
wasabi.
crisps. Less wasabi. We'll drink to that. Cheers.